Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Couple of bits I want to address straight away. So sorry I've not produced any videos in the last couple of months. It's just been a bit crazy, to be fair. Since I last met up with you, we were doing a tyre review video. So we were putting the Michelin Wild Anarchy tyres on the KTM, and since then, it's just been wild. So I've got a promotion at work which has just been absolutely crazy, taking all my sort of spare time up. And from October now we're February, it's been snowing, Christmas, christenings, all type of stuff. My weekends are just taken up, and every time I've been trying to film a video, something's gone wrong. So last week, right, just get this. So last week I went and did an entire 8-hour ride round Snakes Pass Loop in the Peak District. And when I've got back, it was such a good ride, epic roads, really happy with the content. It's been ages since I've managed to get out there and produce some content. I've got home and the GoPro just shattered all my footage. All the audio was messed up, all the camera work, it was just rubbish. If this GoPro, and I'm filming on it today, I will check it before we leave. If this GoPro does it again, it's getting absolutely launched. Like, I'm done with them, they're absolutely garbage. Any people want to vlog, do YouTubes, go Insta360 route. They've just released a new camera. GoPro's awful, wouldn't use them again, never ever again. One thing I also wanted to do before we go out today, and actually let me talk about what we're doing today. I'm going down to Macclesfield. It's about a 45-minute ride for me. Go down to Macclesfield, and it's the home of the Superbike Factory, biggest motorbike showroom in Europe, 3,000 plus motorbikes. It is motorbiking paradise, it is. So I thought, what best to do today? I'm a bit under the weather today, as you can probably hear. I've got the dreaded man flu. I've had it for about a week. I'm just trying to shake it at the moment. So I thought, get the cobwebs out, get the blood going, take a ride down to Superbike Factory, grab a coffee, have a look at some bikes. I thought it'd be just some nice content, some nice footage to show you guys all different types of bikes. And I know I've just got the KTM and I actually bought it from the Superbike Factory. I'm awful. I'm absolutely awful. In the space of like 2 years, I've had 2 motorbikes. And I'm going to have the KTM for the rest of the year. Don't get me wrong, put some miles on it. But I am eyeing a couple of bikes. I am. But we'll see. I'll show you what they are. If they do have them, they might not have them. But I'll show you what they have. It'll be interesting to see your thoughts and opinions with that decision as well. But before we go, I just wanted to have a massive, massive shout out to INGS. Now, as well as INGS, I owe these guys a massive apology. They sent me out these heated gloves in October, November. How bad is that? How bad is that to do a review? And I've tried to go out and film a couple of times and had issues with the cameras, and I just didn't feel like the content was good enough for these guys, especially how long they've been waiting. So what I'm going to do today, I'm actually going to review some of their heated gloves. They've been kind enough to send these out to me. And I just want to sort of show you guys these before we get cracking. These are, let me just plonk that glove down there. These are really good, high quality heated gloves, right? And they've got, I believe, 3 different modes. So you've got red, high heat, purple medium, and green sort of low heat. These gloves, right, are literally like 100 euros. 100 euros. They've got 3M insulation, they're nice, they're warm, they've got armor protection on, and the battery life also lasts 6 hours. So granted, you're going to look at brands like Revit, you're going to look at brands like Belstaff, or all these top manufacturers for gloves, right? Alpine Stars have some. But if you're on a budget and you don't ride that much in the winter, and you think it'd be nice to have some heated gloves, but I don't want to go and spend £300 plus sometimes on these gloves, 100 euros, like 90 quid. I've got an affiliate link in the description as well, so I'll bang that in there. I believe it's like 10% discount or whatever. They're a good bunch, they're a good company as well. I've seen them online. They're sharing loads of their merch with people on Instagram, and check them out. Honestly, they do all sorts of stuff: bags, heated gloves. They do wind protection, all type of stuff. So check them out. They're a good company, really nice bunch of people to work with as well, and their stuff's very, very cost friendly. So I have a little review of these today. But like I say, got armour, got the water wiper, water scraper on here, super comfy. And on top of that, I'm going skiing next week. And I was like, should I just go and spend loads of money on some ski gloves, or should I take these? So I'm even going to do a little skiing review on these gloves as well, just to see how they fare. So I've not used them yet, we've not gone out in them. So yeah, I'll let you know what they're like. I'll put the link below, and if you want to check them out, have a look. You know, super cost friendly really. $250 for the heated grips, and then another £300 for a high-end sort of glove. No, might be a good solution for you guys. Check them out yourself. So right, let's get going. I believe it's going to be raining about 3 o'clock today, so it's around 10:30 now. So I'm going to get the kit on, take the bike out. It's going to be a bit of a boring route on the way there, so I'm just probably going to speed through the footage pretty much to get to Superbike Factory and take a bit more of a fun route on the way back. 45 minutes there, let's get a coffee, check some bikes out, and let's discuss all things motorbikes. Should the KTM go at some point? What bikes would you do? Probably a budget about £10,000. What type of adventure bike would you buy for, and why? And we'll go into that on the ride down. I just want to explain what I want from a motorbike, what I'm looking for if I was to leave the KTM behind at the end of the year. So let's go. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Guys, as well, before we shoot off, actually, one thing I did want to have a chat with you about, these bad boys as well. This is how rubbish I've been lately. I did a whole video on prepping these. These are side fairing pieces by Rebel X, and I bought them off Man Cave Moto, another YouTube channel, great guy, check it out. These are in white, off his white KTM 790 that he's selling. So I reached out to him, I was like, on the off chance you still have those, can I have them? And he was like, yeah, absolutely, no dramas at all. So yeah, I primed them, I've put them a rough grey. It's completely winged it. There's not a KTM grey. You can't just go out and buy this colour or even this one. So I kind of did it by eye. Just went to Halfords, got the grey, put an overcoat over it as well, like a clear overcoat. What I'm going to do, there's a company called got to get this right, I think it's Moto Pro Works. They do sick transfers for bikes, and they do one called Stealth Flake, and that's what I'm going to get for the KTM. It's not cheap, it's about €300, but it does the whole bike. And they're also going to incorporate the vinyls for this, the aftermarket part, so it all blends in nicely together. So these were quite nice. I think they retail, it's crazy retail. They retail about €400. However, actually, since I bought these, I've seen our friends in China have started knocking these out and sell them as well on eBay for about €200. So worth checking out. So I'll do some more content on that a bit later on. But yeah, well worth it in my opinion. I think they look good. I think you need to finish them properly, but I think they look good nonetheless. So right, let's get cracking, let's get out. Oh, it's nice to get back on the bike. It is nice to be back on. Okay, so we're about 10 minutes out, we're not too far away right now. A couple of bikers out today. It's not a cold day, but it's not particularly warm. I've got the gloves on at the moment. I just put them on a couple of minutes ago. I've got them on green, which is light. You know what? Like I say, it's not a cold day today, but let's just take the edge off. Flipping out, that motorbike must have pretty good suspension. Am I out of order for saying that? I don't know. Am I going to put that on the YouTube video? Who knows? But I think we'll find out what the subscribers' sense of humour is like if I do. Yeah, so we're like 4 miles away. Hanging in there, like I said, got this man flu, lads, the dreaded man flu. It's really kicked my arse as well this time. So today, adventure bikes. Please drop in the comment what bike under 10 grand ish, 10,500s are allowed. What bike you would buy adventure bike wise. Now, a few things from me, bikes I want to have a look at today. like I say, I'm gonna use and abuse this KTM for the next for the rest of the year, let's say. We're on almost 6,000 miles now, and I reckon by the end of the year this bike's going to be nearer 12-ish. So decent innings, good time to get rid of a bike sometimes, and do some decent off-roading in it. I bought an adventure bike, especially the KTM, because I want to do some adventure bike riding, like proper off-road riding. However, I have to be realistic to some degree. I live in Manchester. I'm not like Motology or whatever, the Adam's, that channel, the Aussie Adam fucking motocross rider in the Outback, and he's got hundreds and hundreds of epic trails to ride. I am in Manchester, so how much touring will I do versus actually off-roading, and is it worth buying more of an off-roady bike like the KTM set up here, or is it better just buying a good tourer that can maybe do some light off-roading? That's probably more of a sensible decision, isn't it, to be honest. But I like this bike, it's a good tourer as well in my opinion. So yeah, bikes that I really, oh we're here actually, bikes that I would really like to have a look at. The Ducati Desert X, epic bike. Gotta look at the GS's, gotta look at them. I've always been put off for GS's, not because they're bad bikes, they're brilliant. I just don't want to be that, I don't know, everyone's got GS, you know, like something a little bit different. Yamaha, Tenere, they do the world raid, they do the standard, and I believe now, this year, they do a touring version as well. What have we got here? We've got Africa Twins, Tigers, Beamers. This just gives you a bit of a scale of this place. Look at this. Biggest motorbike showroom in the whole of Europe. Over 3,000 bikes. Absolutely amazing. Let's pick out some awesome bikes here today to sort of show you some modern classics, some Royal Enfields, check out some adventure bikes as well. So am I right in thinking this is the Bike Itchy Boots rides, isn't it? This one. What is this? The CRF 250 rally. I think she has a 350 rally. Cool bike though. Good if you're doing a bit of off-road, travelling quite light. Quite a big bike actually for the size. Do you know what would absolutely break my heart here? Is I sold these guys my Triumph Bonneville, and if it's here and it's not been sold, I'll keep an eye out for it. I saw it on the website a little while ago, and if it's been sold, or not sold, sorry, and it's here, I will just be, I don't know, I'll feel absolutely awful. I love that bike, and I have regret selling it. I love the KTM, but I have regret selling it, I'm not gonna lie. Right, let's keep having a look. I don't think it's here actually, I think it's gone. I'm not surprised if it went, it was such a nice bike, but had such low mileage, put loads of moto and after parts on it, it looked very cool. I always had my eye on these scramblers here. I do like the scrambler. It was always a mix-up between getting rid of the Bonneville, getting something like a scrambler, but ended up going a bench bike route. What are these going for these days? So 1200 scrambler, 10,000 miles, 9,199. And then very, very similar, but 4,000 miles, 990, which is quite cool. And then you've got all the new Royal Enfields as well. And these bikes are such good value for money. Like the Interceptors, Hunters, Continental GTs, the Meteors. Let's just take this Interceptor. What's that? Less than 5,000 miles, 4,291. The 650 Interceptor. Cool looking bike. Cool looking bike. Super good value for money. And I can see why some of the lads in the office did buy these. What's that? Another 650 Interceptor, less than 4,000. Continental GT, beautiful looking bike. Meteor 350. And then more Continental GTs. 350 Meteors, Interceptors. And these beautiful looking bikes. So we have a couple of Beamers here. We've got the GS 850. Same again with this, the F850. We've got special edition 750. I did consider these before the KTM. I actually sat on this exact bike, the limited edition, and the trophy. I believe that's a trophy. Around £7 grand, same sort of price point. Definitely more of a tour, obviously, than the KTM. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Don't know why I didn't go that route. I think, you know, when you just sit on the bike, it either feels right or it doesn't. I think with these guys, I don't know. Just wanted something a little bit different than what a lot of other people ride, GS's. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do the whole 1250, 1300 GS thing. I'm not quite ready for that just yet. Right, this is the bike I would absolutely probably switch over to right now. I just love the look of this bike. This is the Tenere World Raid version, as you can see. It's the new one with the dual fuel tank. I just love the styling on it, particularly at the front end. It's an absolutely awesome looking thing. So this is 1,600 miles, 9,484. So you could probably get that for 9,000. Brand new, 1,600 miles. If I can squeeze my fat arse into here. Awesome looking front end, tank perspective. Really basic bikes. None of that. No flashy heated grips or anything like that. Super simple. They've got the new LED display, the quick ABS button there, which is dead easy to use. Cool bike. Really, really cool bike. That's definitely something next year I'd potentially consider. I just love the look of that bike. Puts a proper smile on your face when you see it. Great bike. So 1250 GS Club. They got loads here. One after another, after another, after another. And 1200s. These things are just beasts, aren't they? Aren't they? Let's see, 16,000 miles, 10 grand. Absolute, just units. Absolute units, these bikes. I do like them. I'd love to give them a go one day. I don't know about you guys. Not been motorbiking for a long time, but look at the profile of that tank. That is an intimidating bike to sit on, in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of you guys ride these, but for me, just started like getting back into bikes over the last year or two. Getting on that bad boy, I don't know, quite a unit to get on top of. And I'm 6'3", so I'm not the smallest guy in the world, but even for me, that's quite a beast. Right, if anyone's looking at one of these, that Yamaha XSR, you've got the 900, the 700s. I absolutely couldn't recommend these bikes enough. I rode one of these for 3 weeks in Bali, and I thought it was one of the best motorbikes I've ever ridden in my life. So easy, riding position super comfortable, they look great, they're super affordable. Look at this, 700, 5 grand, 5,000 miles. Awesome looking thing. Awesome looking thing. Love them, love them, love them, love them. Doesn't suit what I want to get out of a motorbike in the UK, but if that's your everyday commuter, if you live in London or one of the cities, highly recommend looking at these. Fantastic. KTMs, this is where I bought mine. Got a great selection of KTMs here. Some 890s, 790s, 1290 Super Adventures. It's a nice finish on that one. 790s. Yeah, that's my version, the one I bought. Some of these are great. I guess it's hit and miss really, which ones you get. It's got a Crockerbitch exhaust put on it, and fogs, Adventure R front end on it. This is something I'm looking at getting on mine, you know, these Jivvy windscreens. Quite cool, you know. Yeah, loads of KTMs, Yamahas, Hondas, Honda. Every shape, fashion. CB 650Rs, cracking looking bikes as well, very cool, super reliable, awesome bikes. It's a good job I don't have a big garage, or a garage for that, because otherwise I'd be in here every week buying something. Absolutely, I could easily have 3 or 4 bikes in here that I'd use. Wow, look at that. Honda CB 1100, that's been looked after, it's absolutely stunning. Quite a special bike that, look at that. Very nice, very nice. I know these things have got a bit of a bad rub. Harley Davidson, Pan America. Now I actually really like this bike. Seen a few YouTubers absolutely slag them, slag the aesthetics on them, off-roading capability, but I think for a first attempt from Harley Davidson, these things are cracking looking bikes, and I think these days you can pick these up for pretty good money. So it's under that, well, near enough under that £10,000 threshold we were talking about. 2,000 miles, 1252 cc, £10,691. I don't know about you guys, I think that's a beautiful looking bike. I think that is a stunning looking bike. Right, so I can't leave this place without showing you the Rocket 3. Absolute beast. Chrome edition, 23, pillion seat. Look at that absolute size of this bad boy. Absolute monster of a bike that. Is that like, what engine's this thing? Is it like 2.5 litre engine. 1,000 miles, 17 grand or 18 grand. Or 2,500 cc, sorry, I didn't. Absolute beast. And look what's right next to it. The R18. Arguably, I think one of the best looking bikes made, to be honest. The profile on that. Amazing bike. Amazing bike. Like I say, not my type of thing. Price comparison between the two though. Not half the price, but 10,500, 1,200 miles this. 1,200 miles, you can probably get that for 10,000 quid. What a piece of engineering that is. Beautiful, first edition. Awesome bikes, both of them, both in their own right, amazing bikes. So, a little bit hit and miss in here today. Really wanted to see a Desert X, Ducati Desert X. Don't have one. Saw a Yamaha World Raid, which is definitely what I wanted to have a look at as well. And I'm actually quite happy my Triumph's not here, because that would be quite sad if I'm honest. But yeah, huge selection of bikes. It's worth coming in this place literally every other week, because they get new stock all the time, and there's always, you know, something that picks your fancy on. Ask for staff, come down, sit on the bike. Unfortunately, you can't test ride any of these bikes before you buy them, which is a bit of a shame. But they do have, you know, warranties and all the rest of it. But yeah, come check it out. Amazing place. I'm gonna have a little bit more of a wander around, and then I'm gonna go for a coffee and a bit of food to eat. So. Yeah, probably going to spend another 20 minutes just having a little nosy, imagining being able to buy all the bikes I want to buy here today. Right, well, that was awesome. That was so good. Great to come here now and again just to have a look, see what's out there, see what bikes are on offer. Highly recommend it. Macclesfield Superbike Factory, guys. If you want to go check it out, just Google it. Dead easy to find. I think they've got a couple in the UK. It's not just Macclesfield. And I think if you see a bike online that you like, let's say you're based in London and you see a bike that you like up here, they'll bring it down for you, and then you can pick it up at the other Superbike Factory, wherever it is. But I remember when I took my Bonneville in there, I wasn't even planning on buying a bike. Literally hour and a half later I was driving out with a new bike. It's that easy. They're so set up for it. They trade bikes in volume, so it's not a big palaver, not a big haggle fest. The bikes are what they are. They'll sell you the bike for the best price they can buy it for, pretty much, and that's it. You might have a little, like, couple £100 here or there, but it's really not one of those slippery, greasy salesman places where they try and fleece you. It's just convenient. A lot of guys just keep rotating bikes in there. You got to suck it up. You're gonna be out of pocket £1,000, maybe £2,000, depending how expensive your bike is. But it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. It's what you put a value to, convenience and time, versus it being on Auto Trader for months at a time. You know, each to their own, really, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching the video today. I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you like looking at all the bikes at the Superbike Factory. I certainly really enjoy spending a few hours there just looking at all the different amazing machines there. If I could ask if you like the video, please subscribe, all that stuff, yada 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 yada, as we always say at the end of these YouTube videos. But if you do, it really makes the world of difference to help and support the channel. That's it for today. I'll be back more regular than I have been over the last few months, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.